Hey guys, what's going on? Joshua Earp here again, and I wanted to film another video for you to discuss something that is one of my favorite topics called tiered link building. And also, I want to talk a little bit about YouTube, and I want to talk a little bit about different redirects. Okay, so obviously we all know at this point, or should, what a backlink is. So if we have our money site, right? So our money site, by this wonderful illustration here, you can see that this is where we're conducting our transactions. So, you know, this could be an Amazon listing, this could be a YouTube video you want someone to see, this could be your e-commerce store, this could be, you know, a million different things. I prefer a website, but either way, it's fine. So you have your website where you're selling quote-unquote stuff, right? And you want this to rank on the first page of Google. So we talked about backlinks, which is where you take other websites, right? So we'll just call this a website, and we link to our money site. And what happens is whenever Google crawls this and they see the links, they give you basically like a vote. So backlink building is kind of like a presidential election. Whoever has the most votes wins. And so every link is like constituted as a vote. So what tiered link building is, so tiered linking, or tiered link building, is the process of building backlinks to your backlinks. So one of my favorite quotes is, anything worth doing is worth doing to excess. And so if backlinking to your website is good and makes your website successful, well, guess what backlinking to your backlinks is going to do? It's going to make your website rank a lot higher. So if we just write this here, website, etc. So if we have like our Facebook linking to our money site, and then our Twitter links to our Facebook, which our Facebook links to our money site, this is called tiered link building. Anytime you're building a backlink to your backlink. Okay? So this is considered tier 1 or T1 because it's the first tier. It's going directly to your money site. The second one is T2 or tier 2, meaning you're building a backlink to your backlink. And you know, this might seem a little you know, different at first. If those of you that are watching this are like, you know, what the heck's going on here? Well, that's probably a good thing, because if you're slightly a little bit confused or it seems new, then that just means that you know, that you're learning. And if you already knew all this stuff, you wouldn't be learning, and that would be no good. Because the more you learn, the more you earn, correct? So anyway, when you backlink your backlink that backlinks to your website, as crazy as that sounds, that is considered T3 or tier 3. Okay? So you kind of get the point. Now, there are a few things to remember here. Obviously, think about it like link juice. So when you link from one site to another, you're basically passing what's known as link juice. And so you're passing link juice from tier 3 to tier 2, and then tier 2 is linking here. So just to give you a practical example, you have a WordPress money site, right, where you're conducting transactions, or this could be ClickFunnels or whatever it is you're using. This could be Pinterest, and Pinterest links to your Facebook, and then Facebook links to your Twitter, and then Twitter links to your money site. So that's an example of tiered link building. Now, you definitely don't want to go over tier 5. I personally don't go over probably about tier 4 or so, but around the 5th hop, that's whenever Google stops following. And you can do the same thing with like redirects too. So like, if for those of you that are a little more advanced, like 301 redirects, you can actually redirect a domain that redirects to a domain that redirects here that goes to your money site, right? So it's like building a bridge is what I call it. And Google stops following around the 5th hop. So around the 5th hop, Google stops following. I guess they just get lazy, I don't know. But I know that to be true. And so they definitely follow up to 3, so always do about 3 tiers if you can. Now most of the time, especially with the techniques that we show you, you're not going to really need to go all the way to tier 5 or tier 4, etc. But tier 3 is definitely something good to consider. So I want you guys to be aware of that. And also when you're reverse engineering competitors, don't just use tools like Majestic and Moz and SEMrush the way we show you to look at their backlinks, but also plug in their backlinks into those tools and look at the backlinks of their backlinks. Okay, so hopefully this is making sense. So that is tiered link building. Now the other thing I want to talk to you about is redirects. But before we talk about that, there's something you need to know. So 302s, there's different types of redirects. So whenever one company buys out another company, usually what they do is they take that website and then they redirect it to the new website so that the new website or the new purchaser can absorb all of that traffic, can absorb all of those rankings. Okay, so that's what redirects are used for. It's not some crazy strategy. It's not risky, this or that. It's simply a way of taking juice in a cup and having another empty cup and pouring that juice or that link juice into the other cup, right? So it's basically like taking all the water in a bucket and putting it into this bucket, and it builds. It's like compound interest. It builds over time and it compounds. So there's different types of redirects. There's 301 redirects. Now 301 redirects pass the most link juice. And they are probably the best type that you can do because unlike 302s, which by the way, 302s do not pass as much link juice. They actually serve as no follow. And with SEO, there's two different types of categories within linking and the way that it is acquired, and that is do follow and no follow. So a do follow is just a normal type of link. It passes the most link juice. No follow is a little tag that they put right before the link that passes less link juice. So you always want do follow links, and anytime you do redirects, you always want to do a 301 redirect and not a 302 redirect. Because a 302, although it will redirect you physically, it's not going to pass that link juice and that authority over to your other page. Okay, so also really quickly with anchor texts, so anchors. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, this is cool, I understand link building, so I take my Facebook and I link that to my Twitter, and then my Twitter links to my money site, right? You see how that works? It's tiered link building. But you might be asking yourself the question, that sounds really cool and all, but what anchor text do I use? Like, which one should I use? And so we want to follow the same type of strategy and the same type of diversification that we showed you in the last video, but we just want to also let you know that if this is like a money keyword, let's say, dog toys for this example. We'll keep it congruent. You want to make sure that if you're building tiers to that website that contains a money keyword, that you switch it up, because you don't want to build money keywords to other money keywords. So if this is dog toys, I don't want to, if this is linking to my website using the anchor text dog toys, I don't want to link to that site using the same anchor text. I want to switch it up. And so if this was an exact keyword, then I would do an LSI. Remember, latent semantic index keywords. So what that means is a synonym. Also, when I link to this on tier 3, I want to switch it up to something like other. So that's something like click here, go here, etc. Okay? Now redirects, you don't have to worry about anchor text. There's literally no linking involved. It's just one website transferring to another. But when you're doing tiered link building, which is very effective, you want to make sure that you're switching out the anchor text and not doing it the same one over and over and over again, because then you will get caught with over-optimization, and that's no fun. So hopefully this makes sense in regards of tiered linking and redirects, and we will have some more videos for you guys to come, but thank you for watching this one, and we look forward to seeing you soon.